first. The story's just beginning and I hope you have fun. Whether the clouds have been rainy or you've played in the sun. So come and gather round, sit yourself down. It's time for a story with Rory.
Hi everyone. I do hope you're all well, in mind as well as in body. And if you're not, well, I hope you get well soon. I've just learnt that for me to have a healthy body, I need to have a healthy mind. And a healthy mind means you have a healthy body. So I'm trying to change a few things. Well, I'll tell you all about that later. First, I've got to tell you what happened to me last week. Holy moly, you won't believe this. Larry, my agent, got me a walk-on part in a new television show. It's all about policemen, which was brilliant. But Larry, I don't want to get typecast, all right? Anyway, what happened was this. We're on location in some rough, dodgy area of the city, and I'm dressed as a policeman, and I'm waiting in a designated spot for my cue, which was action, you know. So I knew what I was supposed to do. All I had to do was walk around a corner, bump into this fleeing crook, tackle him and say, "You're Nick's son." Those are my lines. Exciting, eh? Anyway, never mind. It was a hot, smelly day because I was near the back of this block of apartments where they stick their garbage cans for collection, and I was a tad uncomfortable. And then I hear over the loudspeaker, "Everybody relax, we're resetting." So I thought, oh, bollocks. And I sat down against the base of the apartment block and put my policeman's hat on my knee and started munching on a chocolate bar I had in my pocket. Well, I had to because it was starting to melt. And I'm looking at my lines. I haven't got many lines, remember? You know, "You're Nick's son." That's all I had. But unbeknown to me, at that moment, a real police van full of real policemen drove slowly up to me. I think they must have thought I was a real copper and I needed some help. So they stopped, and the driver wound his window down and shouted out in a concerned voice, "Are you all right, mate?" And about 10 real policemen were staring out of the windows in this van at me. Obviously, they had no idea we were making a television show. So I shouts back, casually, as you do when you're on the floor munching on a chocolate bar dressed as a policeman, "Yeah, I'm sweet as," and I waved them on. And it was only after they drove off that I laughed my socks off. I mean, can you imagine all those coppers sitting in that van thinking, as they drove away, "Oh, he's one of us, I hope he's all right." Well, I am all right, and if you're watching, gentlemen, I'm okay. It was just television. It was just make-believe. All right. Okay, now it's poetry time! Ta-da! Here's a poem called "Living Alone." For all of you folk who live alone, or maybe you're thinking of living alone soon. There's nothing wrong with living alone, so long as someone knows you're there. You don't have to explain yourself, and you certainly don't have to share. Some of my bestest friends live alone, and they tell me they're as happy as Larry. They're free to come and free to go, and they have no intention to marry. You can do what you want, watch what you want, go to bed whenever you feel. You can wear your pajamas all day long and chill out with a TV meal. Sure, there are rules the landlord prefers I abide when it comes to girls and booze, but so long as they don't smell my breath or hear those delicate little shoes creeping up the landlord's stairs, sniggering under our breath, I wouldn't want to surprise the old biddies and scare them both to death. So I'll continue to live alone and live a life of bliss, and no one has to know what I drink and who I'm going to kiss. Ah, there you go. That's one of my romantic poems called "Living Alone." Anyway, back to my well-beingness. I went out for coffee with Lucy the other day. It was her choice of venue, and so she took me to some little health bar in the city. And I was about to have my full-fat latte when Lucy ordered a decaffeinated trimmed chai in a bowl full of carrot sticks. She said that in order to have a healthy mind, you need to look after your body. And when you look after your body, you'll be looking after your mind. She also wants me to go along to a yoga class with her. So I said I would. I said it'd be really good for my well-beingness. So I'm going to do it and see what it's like. Can't do any harm. But after I talk to you tonight, I've got a young woman coming back to my room. Her name's Shelley. And I'm going to have to sneak her in here sneak her up the creaky stairs and past my landlord's room, which is always exciting. Apparently, she's a part-time dental nurse, but I met her at the local DVD shop, so keep your fingers crossed. I might have a girlfriend before next week. I've got some soft music and a little light refreshment. Yippee! Yippee! Okay, before I go, it's time for a laugh. So, how do you circumcise a whale? Send down 4 skin divers. Oh my God, that makes me laugh. 4 skin divers for you. Yeah. Okay, it's Rory Gherkin saying cheerio for now. A toodaloo and stay well. Get some nice well-beingness around you, you know? Some nice energy. Until next time. Bye.
That's why I'm glad you're here to stay. I love the way you look at me.
I never thought you noticed.
I feel it was always meant to be.
I feel the same way too.
It's time to say goodbye, but there's no reason why. Well, we can get together once again. I hope you've had some fun hearing all the things I've done. So let's all get together once again. Now turn to the person standing near to you. Give them a smile and a wave and say, how do you do? How do you do? It's time to say goodbye, but there's no need to cry. It's time to say goodbye, but there's no need to cry. It's time to say goodbye, but there's no need to cry.
Rory,
It's
turn
time
that
to say
record down.
goodbye, but there's no need to cry. It's time to say goodbye.